In this video I'm going to paint two garage doors. This is the first door, which is looking dated. You will also notice that I have removed the door handle so that it can be opened from the inside only. I have covered the hole using a small piece of stainless steel which has been stuck to the door using grab adhesive. This door is being painted because I'm going to use it for a Halloween projector. The second door is in much worse condition and there's paint flaking at the bottom. It also has a couple of aluminium vents that need painting at the top. Both of these doors are going to be sprayed using the Wagner Flexio sprayer using Zinsser Perma-white external paint. If you don't have a sprayer, you could use a brush and a roller, but you get a far superior finish using a sprayer. I'm mainly going to concentrate on the first larger door, but will show some footage of the smaller door as more work was required on that door. To start off with, I have put a dust sheet down on the floor. This is plastic backed and so no overspray can penetrate the sheet. I have cut the dust sheet and have taped it to the floor using gaffer tape. Above the first door is a galvanised lintel. The paint is peeling from it badly because the incorrect or no primer has been used. There is also a loose bead of silicone which will be removed and replaced later. Removing this paint was difficult and time consuming. In the end I used the angle grinder and the paint removal disc. It's now time to clean the whole surface. To do this I have used Zinsser Universal Degreaser. I am even cleaning the silicone around the edge as I'm going to paint over this instead of replacing it. On the first door there is some foam sticking through the gaps, so I'm removing that before cleaning the rest of the door. I have cleaned half of the door here so that you can see how dirty it was to begin with. On the second door, I had to spend a while with the sander to remove any of the loose paint before cleaning it with the universal degreaser. If you think the paint on the door may contain lead, it is essential that you wear a suitable dust mask. If you have a pressure washer, it might be a good idea to give the door a blast a few days before to remove as much of the loose paint as possible. It's now time to mix up some primer. I'm using Zinsser B.I.N for the silicone as I have used this previously. For the bare metal I'm using Zinsser 123. Both of these primers are overpaintable after 1 hour. I'm priming the galvanised lintel. The stainless steel piece in the centre. And on the other door I primed where the loose paint had been removed, as well as the aluminium vents at the top. The silicone on both doors was really badly discoloured. I did try cleaning this using universal degreaser and also methylated spirits, but it would not come clean. I thought I would try painting over the silicone, and if it was not successful I could replace it at a later date. I primed the silicone using the Zinsser B.I.N and gave it 2 top coats of Perma-white, and surprisingly the paint took to the silicone and it looked great. There are a lot of different silicone formulations, so this might not work on all types of silicone. Because the top coats of paint are being sprayed onto the door, we need to do a really good job of masking everything off. Firstly, the masking tape was applied where I wanted the paint to stop, then clear masking was taped to the masking tape using gaffer tape and masking tape. It's really worth spending the time here to get everything perfect, as the last thing you want is overspray or an unneat edge. Surprisingly, the Wagner Flexio delivers the paint really well with the minimum of overspray. It's well worth the extra effort of masking everything off because the paint finish is much better than you would get with a brush or a roller. It is important you mix the paint correctly and ensure that it is suitable for spraying. Zinsser Perma-white works really well for spraying, but it is essential that the correct mask is worn during the spraying operation. Before spraying the door, I have tested out the spray pattern on a scrap piece of cardboard. The nozzle on the sprayer can be rotated so that the sprayer can be used to spray vertically or horizontally. To start off with, I'm doing the two edges of the door, ensuring the spray nozzle is adjusted to the vertical spray position. This spray is covering the edges of the door as well as the silicone which was primed earlier with the Zinsser B.I.N. I have now adjusted the nozzle for horizontal spraying, and I'm starting to spray at the top of the door, and I'm working from side to side and down. It's surprising just how quickly you can cover a large area with a sprayer and get a brilliant finish. After 2 hours have passed, I've given the door another coat and then removed all of the masking and masking tape. Once this paint has dried fully, it should resist any mould growth for 5 years, and it should last 10 to 15 years before it needs painting again. The finish on both doors was absolutely superb, and I was really happy that I did not have to replace the silicone, as it is time consuming getting a neat bead next to rough bricks. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have and you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel.